New Era Field in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. Here's Michael Badgley now to get this one started. And off we go from New Era Field. Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Second and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. In for the score as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
We got to step it up.
Allen now looks to throw. He'll let it go deep for Foster. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man open, that's Devontae Parker, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
First down, Dolphins.
On play action, they'll throw. take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On first down, Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he gets this one down to the 24. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 40 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. 24 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
13, Bills 7.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this is caught. It's Parker. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. On 1st down, here's Breida. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Parker the intended target, and now it's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Dancing to his left. Going deep for Diggs. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again. Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Allen going to throw. Open man, here's Foster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, And that makes this 2nd and 9. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Got an open man. It's Foster. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Allen, Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but that he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Shoot!
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Badgley able to punch this one through. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 4. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Now a short one to Gesicki. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check the out, check the out, check the out.
They'll set up a throw. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. The kick by Sanders is good. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, tight. Hey, check Mike 50.
Hey, Mike's 7.
50.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
50's the Mike. Watch the slats. Watch the slats. Rush in. Hey, tight. Rush in. Stop. Check 26.
Hey, Haywood.
Throwing on second down. Allen into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Don't get nervous.
2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Push him back.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Ed Oliver, his second sack of the night. Here's Matt Hawk now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Taking on the midfield logo. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary.
Check girls.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They go right back to Singletary. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Badgley able to knock this one through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points.
Let's go.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone.
Alert, flare, alert, flare, flare, flare. Alert, alert, alert. On the ball.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
So many play callers in the red zone worry about the negative effects of a play that they're about to call. But this guy, all he's worried about is gaining yardage and putting the ball in the hands of his playmakers.
On 2nd down and 4. Allen, and it's caught. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Be a long day for you. Check.
They'll look to run with Singletary, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
You must be dreaming.
Now here's Pollard, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? Going to run again here with Pollard, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Badgley's kick is good, and that'll move them back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with the game this close.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Watch tight. Tight is right. We got 3. We got 4. Grab on. 6. Let's go. March 49. March 49.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Being chased out left. And this is Parker, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
I'm coming after you. Spine.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'll set up to throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. They'll look to throw here. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. They'll set up a screen for Breida. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes.
And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Back to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen, quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Allen now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And again, it's Allen. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Max 50, Max 50.
Hey, shoot.
Allen to throw once more. Now a desperation throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. He'll drop to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Alpha.
To throw is Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Tighten up. Tighten up.
And the blitz does come. Steps away to his left. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Now Allen. He's going to let it fly. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Second and 10. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Looking to throw. That'll be complete to Breida. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. On play action, they'll throw. Forced out to his left. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Here we go. This to avoid overtime. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Strong right. I'm going back to you.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7.
You won't see me in your nightmares.
Hey, exit.
You won't see me in your nightmares.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Don't get nervous. Hey, check right. Watch it.
First throw of overtime for Allen. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game, and boy, they did it well.
Taken in at the 22. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Now part 1 is done, now part 2.
25. Check 25. Slam. Shoot.
This is Breida. So he got free at 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
He's going to launch this thing way down. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Parker. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Here's Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
2nd and 14. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case,
nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And that changes everything here in OT. Well, when you get that ball in OT, that's not the chance you envision, and the long field goal attempt here winds up lacking.
And you don't want to hang too much of this on your kicker, but he's going to leave you in a tough spot as well because you give your opponents excellent field position to start their first drive.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is incomplete. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
So that will be it. And how about that to start a season, Charles? Both teams 0-0-1.
Say that again?
Yeah, 0-0-1.
That is not what you expect to see when you look at the box scores, right? When you look at the standings after a game like that. And do you really think they worked the whole summer, the whole offseason to come in week 1 and leave with a tie?
No, I don't. But, hey, I guess better than being 0-1-0.
Good point.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.